All right, boys and girls. Before we get into our new lesson, I wanted to just do a bit of a review from yesterday. Remember, we did classifying triangles. We learned about 3 triangles based off of their side measurements, and we also learned about 3 triangles based off of their angle measurements. So let's go ahead and take a look at those. Remember this slide from yesterday? We talked about a triangle that has all 3 equal side lengths is called an equilateral triangle. The name itself means equal sides. Lateral means sides, equal sides. Then we have an isosceles triangle, which has 2 equal length sides. So on the left here and on the right. Those 2 lengths, if you were to measure it with a ruler, would be the same length. And then we have what's called a scalene triangle, which has no equal length sides. All the side lengths are a different measurement. Okay, this is review. Here are some examples of those. More examples. Here's an equilateral triangle, isosceles triangle, and a scalene triangle. Okay. We also have triangles based off of their angles. We classify them based off of their angles. So right here we have this triangle on the left. It's kind of funny. It's the left triangle and it's called the right triangle. This triangle is a right triangle because it has one angle right here that is 90 degrees. So we call it a right triangle. It has a right angle. An angle that has all 3 acute angles is called an acute angle. All 3 angles must be acute for it to be an acute angle. And then last but not least, we've got an obtuse triangle, which has one angle that is greater than 90 degrees. It has one angle that is obtuse. Okay, so that's some review from yesterday's lesson. Now, our lesson today is going to be adding and subtracting angle measures or angle measurements. All right. So, I'm not sure why that's there. In the image below, one angle measures 48 degrees. So right here, that's 48 degrees. And the other angle measures 48 degrees. So what does the combined angle measure? What are we going to have to do there? Well, if it's asking for the combined angle measure, we're going to have to add them. They want to know the combined measure. I know when you combine things, you have to put them together. So I need to add these 2. And when I do, I get 96 degrees. So that would be our answer. 48 degrees plus 48 degrees. The combined measure is 96 degrees. Okay? Now another one. This is another thing that you might see. We have the combined angle measure right here. It says that the combined angle measure is 110 degrees. What is the measure of angle A? So how are we going to figure out the measure of angle A? We know that this angle is 20. We know that combined it's 110. So we are going to have to subtract that from them according to this slide. I know the combined total is 110, so that's my starting point. 20 is accounted for, so I can subtract that from the original 110 right here. And we would get 90 degrees. So angle A would be 90 degrees. It's pretty simple. We're just doing some simple adding and subtracting here to find the angle measurements. So in this one, in the angle image below, one angle measures 55 degrees and the other angle measures 70 degrees. What is the combined angle measure? Well, combined angle measure, we're going to have to add them, and you would get 125 degrees. That would be your answer. Not too bad, right? This one, the combined angle measure, so if you were to add both of them, they equal 150 degrees. What is the measure of angle X? Well, you would have to take the combined measurement, 150, and subtract 53 to find out what X is. And X, if you were to do that, would be 97 degrees. Okay. Next one. The combined angle measure is 75 degrees. So both of these together would be 75 degrees. What is the measure of angle X? Well, you're going to have to take 75 degrees minus 48 degrees to equal what X is, and X would equal 27 degrees. All right, here's another one. What is the measure of the angle CAB? in the image below, look at this. Did you notice the right angle symbol right here, the box? That immediately tells us that the combined total is going to equal 90 degrees. So whenever we see that box, we know, oh, that is a 90-degree angle combined. Both of those are going to be 90 degrees. So we're going to have to take 90 degrees minus 50 degrees to get a C. And what does C equal? 40 degrees. Okay? Let's see if we have, no, that is it for this video. Go ahead and if you need to, watch this video a few times to make sure that this sinks in. All we're really doing, boys and girls, is adding or subtracting to try to figure out angle measurements. And we're going to practice some more of this in your student activity book on page 369, 370, and 371. So go ahead and open to those pages and click on the next video. Okay.